Greetings to all our users here. So this is Kudrat Cheema, a student admission counselor at University Connection, and with me I have Mr. Harish Bhardwaj. So as of today, there is a lot of mystery that has to be unfolded when it comes to the CUET examination. University Connection here is to your rescue. We have our expert, Mr. Harish Bhardwaj, who will be addressing concerns relating to your CUET queries. Let me just introduce Mr. Bhardwaj to you. Mr. Bhardwaj is the founder of GradSure. He's an engineer by profession, and he rendered tutorials in the subject of mathematics even during the course of studying of his degree. And he continued teaching young adults as a second profession when he was in his formal job. With passion for teaching, he always aimed and strived for students' excellence. To further his efforts to impart knowledge, he quit from his job just to follow his passion and dream to open a coaching center for his students. As a number of queries and requests came from parents and students for formalized study center, Mr. Bhardwaj expanded his center into an institute and set up 2 branches with an experienced team to offer complete learning and experience. His product, which is at GradSure, he laid foundation for an individual towards an individual approach to enable each one of the students to aim and interact in an environment in accordance to his acumen, ability, and interests. It's lovely to have you, Mr. Bhardwaj, and we look forward to a great interactive session with you. Mr. Bhardwaj, we want to ask you that there is so much mystery around what CUET is. What is it that we can expect? So can you just tell us a little bit about this entrance examination?
Hello, everyone. Yes, the main thing, if you look at it, if I tell you the intention of the government, what they are trying to do, now there will be one exam for all the entrances. Like if you want to get admission in any of the central university, then you need to appear for the CUET. So basically, we are moving towards one nation, one exam.
Right, sir. Right, sir. So, sir, since we're looking at this, since we're looking at the whole concept behind one nation, one exam, so what is it that a student should do in his grade 12th to ensure that he gets through this policy and he makes it to the colleges of his dream?
Here, first thing a student need to understand now, those days are gone when students, they just go through the books and remembers everything, and then they get the very good percentage in boards and they will get the admission. No. Now government has changed their thought process. Now they are looking for the, cream product. That's why they came to this conclusion. From now, percentage will not be the criteria to get the admission. They want the best brains for the nation. Okay, like China. China is having the world's largest exam, and that is the world's most difficult exam also. Any student in China, if they are looking to get admission in the colleges, they need to appear for that exam. Their exam name is Gaokao. Same way, now government is doing that. There will be one exam which is CUET, and if you are looking for the admission, you need to crack that exam. Percentage will not help you anymore.
Right.
So students have to appear for their entrance, and they need to start preparing from the beginning of their class 12th to get their admissions in their dream colleges.
Right, sir. So I was just coming to that. How is it that a student who is in grade 12th, actually, if you could explain us 2 scenarios for a student who's in grade 12th, who's entered into grade 12, how is it that they should balance their academics with CUET preparation? And on the other hand, if you could just tell us about the other scenario where a student is done, for example, with their class 12th exam, how is it that they should make the most out of the time that they have before they sit for CUET?
First thing, their syllabus is going to be same for the CUET entrance as well as for the board. Yes, there, I will say 80 to 90%, because some parts have been deleted in CBSE curriculum, but they will be in their CUET exam. Now students need to understand that CUET is going to be an objective or multiple choice question based exam. So they have to prepare themselves accordingly. They need to go through the multiple test papers during their exam. Even CBSE has made some changes. Now around 40 to 50% of their exam is based on MCQs and case studies. So first
Right,
thing,
sir.
CBSE is moving in that direction, and now government has also announced. So students, they need to work parallelly. They don't have the extra time. Either they will drop for a year and they will prepare. Otherwise, like if I talk about IIT exams or any engineering exam, what student they do? They prepare parallel to their class 11, 12, they start preparing. Same way, we need to go into CUT. If a student wants to crack this exam, they have to prepare. You cannot prepare in a month or 15 days. Yes, right now government is a little bit, they are giving some scope. They can prepare in 2 months, but slowly and steady, the level of the examination will improve. They will put the difficult exams. So students need to prepare themselves accordingly.
Right, sir. Right, sir. So, if you could also tell us that is it just the CBSE curriculum that is moving towards the CUET preparations, or what is this? How is it that students who are doing the other boards, for example, the ISC or the other Cambridge boards that they're studying in, how is it helpful for those students? How do those students need to look at this exam?
Yes, ICSE again, it will help. IB generally pay students, they go for the IB board who are planning to move abroad to get the admission in foreign universities. But yes, if you ask me, will it help? Yes, it will definitely help. Curriculum is almost same.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Sir, if you could just explain us about the subject choices that one has to consider while making this, while filling in the application, because a lot of students, they're very confused when it comes to filling the CUET form. So, could you just explain us a little about the subject choices and the criterias and the eligibility criterias that one needs to keep in mind while filling in the CUET form?
First thing, students, they need to be very clear what they are looking for. Uh, there will be two exams. One is for, we call it general exam. Okay, where they will find quant, then your reasoning and English. This is one paper. We call it journal paper. Second is their domain specific, means the subject they want to carry in their graduation. There are total 9 subjects they can fill, and there are some permutation combination in this. Like they can appear for one language, 6 domain subject, and one journal paper. It becomes your 9, and English it becomes 9. Then they can appear for 2 languages, 5 domain, and then journal paper at plus English. This way they can appear. But yes, you are very right. Every kid, most of the kids are confused today that what subject they need to fill. You can fill any of the exam, any of the subject, but you will not get the admission in the end if you have not filled the subjects properly what you have during your class 12th. You cannot do it like you have right now science stream and you have filled the subject of commerce just to try. Yes, you will get the admit card, you will be able to appear in the exam, but you won't get the admission because your mark sheet will say some other story what you are trying to represent there.
Right. So, sir, here there's something that's been clarified to us that we can only sit for CUET for those subjects that we have in grade 12 for us. Right. So,
Right.
sir, so I just wanted to ask in about CUET 2023 that's going to be held. So, sir, could you tell us about the mode of that examination? Where is it going to be held, and by when can we expect the results? And how is it that these results will be computed for the final admission? If you could just tell us the process thereafter.
As we know, last year government started it, and around 15 lakh students appeared for it. And during their first year only, it becomes India's second largest exam. This year, we are expecting there will be more than 25 lakh students will be appearing for it. So India needs a big infrastructure for it, and government is working on it. This test will be CBT based, means computer based test. Okay, and NTA will be conducting this exam, National Testing Agency. Okay, so they will be responsible for it, to plan the centers, then question papers, even to evaluate the answer sheet, then uh, publish the result. They will be responsible. Yes, it will be. They are planning it into two shifts. Uh, it will be like a festival for India in coming years. It will go for the month if we are expecting. But they have planned till right now two shifts. One is morning shift and other one is evening shift. Evening shift timings are around 3 to 6:15 and morning shifts are 9 to 12:15. They are planning like this. And they have to appear for the two exams. One is general paper, which is going to be a 1 hour exam, and other one is your domain specific exam. It will be a 45-minute exam.
Right, sir. So, sir, by when can we expect the results of the CUET exam that they'll be conducting in the coming month?
Generally, our session start after July. Okay, July August session will start, so we can expect the result by June, because they have to be, and I don't think they will take so much time because it's a CBT test, and for them it is very easy to publish the result as soon as possible. Once the exams are over, I think they will take around 15 to 20 days extra, and by June end, hopefully, they will publish the result. Because after that, counseling will start, your admission process will start, and colleges also need that time to get the admission.
Right, sir. So, sir, if a student has not done very well in their CUET and has done really well in his boards, how would you suggest for him to balance out? So, if you could just explain us the weightage that's given to the CUET exam and his board marks in his admissions to central
Look
university
at
campuses.
what we are expecting. Government is going to be a weightage like last year. They said yes, if you have, they will look at the both the points, your CUT rank as well as your percentage. But sooner or later, they will focus only on the rank. Yes, there will be a minimum criteria of 60%, you can say, or they can say even 50%. After that, it depends on the universities to universities. For example, if you want to get admission in a IIT, they want 75% in your class 12. But if you go for any other colleges except IIT, they ask only for the 50% marks. So it is
Right.
going to depend on college to college. But our minimum criteria is going to be around 50 to 60%.
Right, sir. Right, sir. So, sir, just another question relating to the subject selection. So, if a student has selected six subjects, for example, six subjects, and in case he's taken an optional, just to be on a safer side, I mean, he has taken the optionals that are compulsory for him, but in case he has an additional optional, just to be in safe hands, does he have the option of excluding that particular subject when his report is computed for CUET?
Like you can apply for the 9 exams,
Right,
9 subjects. If you have filled 6 subjects, look, in class 12 there are 5 subjects, so sixth one is already an optional exam for the kid. Okay, after
right,
sixth
sir.
there is no option. After sixth subject there will be no other option, because student has to choose a language also, and then general paper also.
Right, sir. Right, sir. So just to clarify a little further of what my question was like, for example, in BCom, a student has an option to take accounts, maths, and entrepreneurship. In case he wants to choose maths and accounts, does he have an option to choose entrepreneurship? And does, if he wants, can he exclude the marks of a particular subject when his actual result is being computed?
Uh, the options the government has provided, students can make fully utilization of that. If there is an option
Right,
available, students should definitely go for that. But student also need to look whether that subject he or she had during their 12th or not. That is
right, sir.
also mandatory. It is something you can carry any vegetable, but chef will decide which vegetable they are going to pick.
Right, sir. That answers that really well for us. So, heading towards the last segment of this interview, how is it that one can apply for rechecking and revaluation of the marks that they've gotten at the CUT result?
Right now, there is no process of rechecking and revaluation. There is a no
Right,
process for it. Government
right.
must be working on it, but right now there is a no option for it.
Right, sir. So, is there anything else that you would like our viewers to know about CUET from your end? And if you could give them a few tips for their successful preparation for the exam that they are going to give ahead.
Dear students, CUT is going to be a next game-changing thing in the India, and now entire education policy is going through a transition phase. In future, you will see there will be only one exam for all the entrances, whether you are going for the IIT, you go for the NEET, or you go for the even DU or any central universities for any course. Now we need to take it very serious. You will realize after some time we have missed something. So preparation is must. Don't take it lightly. Don't think you can do it in a month or 15 days. Right now, government is is a little bit flexible, but in coming years they are going to be very strict, and you need to set your priorities. What will be the use of 95% marks in your board if you are not able to crack CUT? So you need to set your priorities. Yes, I will be more than happy if you get 80% marks in a board and your CUT is clear. You will get the admission in whatever college you are looking for. So we need to design our timetable accordingly, and we need to set our priorities accordingly and go for the coaching. It will help you a lot. They have the material and they will guide you in a proper way. There is a haywire everywhere regarding CUT. Things are not clear. Even most of the teachers, they don't know about CUT. Correct? There are only few leaders, like GradSure is one of them. We have our specially designed material for our students, and we are guiding in a proper way where you can get the admission. So take it seriously, don't take it lightly.
Absolutely, sir. And thank you so much for your wonderful piece of advice and your time, which is of great importance for, I'm sure, all the students right now because they're preparing for CUET under your guidance. Thank you to all our viewers for being patient and listening to all the questions that you'd sent across. It was a pleasure talking to you, sir. And in case of any queries pertaining to CUET, we'll drop a link below and you can always share your comments and let us know what is it that you have in mind. Thank you so much and all
Thank
the
you.
very best for your upcoming exam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.